Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this January. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday out there, and hope you have a safe one out there as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I do daily updates on this forecast channel here, the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel here. I hope everybody smashes that like button and also share this video. Try to get it out to many people as possible. Okay, we're going to look at the this is the National Weather Service forecast page for the Houston, Galveston, Texas area. We're looking at the there's a tornado watch extending from Victoria, Texas towards Houston, Texas, Galveston, Texas, all the way over towards Lake Charles, Louisiana. We have severe thunderstorm warnings that's in effect for. Let's take a look at your town here real quick to see what the warning says. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 1 p.m. Central Time for southwestern Wart and northeastern Jackson counties. The storm is moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour, producing 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and it was indicated by radar. If you're in the path of this location, include El Campo, Gando, and Louise. Also, a tornado watch remains in effect till 6 p.m. Central Time for south and south central and southeast Texas. Remain alert and also report any severe weather to your local forecast office located in that region. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. This is day one outlook. We're looking at the let's see, general thunderstorm in the lighter green, slight risk in the darker green. Marginal risk in the darker green, slight risk in the yellow, and enhanced risk in the darker yellow-orange region. Okay, here's the cities that are as follows. If you're in the marginal risk, it's Corpus Christi, Texas, Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the Woodlands, Texas. Okay, if you're in the slight risk area, this includes the cities of Houston, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Panama City, Florida, and Acosta, Texas. And if you're in the enhanced risk, this includes New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Pasadena, Texas, and Metairie, Louisiana. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. We have in the 10% is the hatched yellow area. That's where the greatest threat for tornadoes will be. But anywhere in the 2% range and the 5% range, it can happen as well. Okay, let's give you the cities included. 2% would be Montgomery, Alabama, Dalton, Alabama, Mediterranean, Mississippi, Spring, Texas, Panama City, Florida. 5% is Houston, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Mission Bend, Texas, and Opelousas, Louisiana. Okay, 10%. New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Pasadena, Texas, and Metairie, Louisiana. Okay, so we have tornado watches over in southeast Texas right now, which will continue to move eastward over in Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and a portion of southern Alabama. So be on the lookout for winds over 60 miles per hour, gusts up to 75 miles per hour, EF0 to EF3, maybe an EF4 tornado possible, and damaging quarter-size hail, maybe a little larger than that as well. Okay, the wind probability in the vicinity, we're looking at 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, and 30% in the red. Okay, now here's your cities that's in the 5%. Corpus Christi, Texas, Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and the Woodland, Texas. 15% range. Houston, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Pasadena, Texas, Lafayette, Louisiana, Beaumont, Texas. And in the 30%, your cities include New Orleans, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Metairie, Louisiana, Gulfport, Mississippi, and Kenner, Louisiana. Okay, and your hail probability. Okay, we're looking at 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. And let's see. Okay, 5%. The cities New Orleans, Louisiana, Corpus Christi, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi. And the 15% is Houston, Texas, Pasadena, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, Sugar Land, Texas, Missouri City, Texas. Okay, now we're going to take a look at day 2 outlook. Okay, we have a general thunderstorm for portions of near Washington, D.C., all the way back down into the upstate of South Carolina, all the way back down into portions of eastern Alabama. Then we have a little marginal risk from the Panhandle, well, also the Panhandle, Florida, all the way through portions of central South Carolina, all the way back into southeast Virginia. And then a slight risk in the yellow, extending from Outer Banks of North Carolina through portion of central and eastern South Carolina, southern, south central and south southern Georgia, and northern Florida, and a little bit of a sliver marginal risk in central Florida, and general thunderstorms south of that line. And the cities included, let's see, the marginal risk. This includes Jacksonville, Florida, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia. And in the slight risk, this includes the cities of Tallahassee, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina. And the probability for tornadoes for this region, 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. This includes the cities of the ones that's in the 2%. This includes Jacksonville, Florida, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, Columbus, Georgia. Okay, 5%. This includes Tallahassee, Florida, Wilmington, North Carolina, Albany, Georgia, Jacksonville, North Carolina, and Dalton, Alabama. All right, the wind probability. Okay, 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, and the cities include 5% would be Jacksonville, Florida, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Chesapeake, Virginia. And in the yellow, 15% risk is Tallahassee, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina. And as you've seen, the hail is less than 5% in all areas. Okay, let's take a look at. Alright, across the lower 48, no thunderstorms are forecast, so everything looks pretty quiet. And let's take a look at day 4 through 8. Okay, potential too low, potential too low, potential too low for day 6, potential too low for day 7, and potential too low for day 8. Okay, now we're going to look at the watches and warning maps across the United States. Alright, here's in winter storm. We got a winter storm watches in effect for Maine all the way back to all the way down to Vermont and the Boston metro area, and also a portion of upstate New York. Winter weather advisories also in effect for upstate New York. Also for Pennsylvania, we have winter weather advisories and winter storm watches. Plus we have winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings stretching from all the way from Ohio all the way back to southeast New Mexico. Winter storm warnings are in effect. Lots of snow is expected in this region here, and expect maybe 1 to 2 feet of snow possible in these areas. We have a lot of wind advisory, lake wind advisory from the Carolinas through Tennessee back into Texas. High wind warnings in effect for southern Louisiana and portions of the Panhandle, Florida, and southwest Alabama, southeast Mississippi. Tornado watches and a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect in the tornado watch area across southeast Texas. Also, we have the fire weather watch for southern Texas and southwest Texas, lake wind advisory there. And in the rest of the lower 48, we have a few little pockets of dense fog, winter storm warnings there, winter weather advisory from southern Montana, dense fog advisory for the west coast of Oregon, and also Seattle, and also Northern California. Alright, satellite loop across the lower 48. There's that storm system gathering strength over the middle portion of the United States. It will continue lifting off to the northeast toward the Ohio River Valley, then affect the northeastern United States, and bring the severe weather to the south and southeastern United States today and Wednesday. Over in the west coast, another little system coming down. It will gather strength, and I see an unsettled weather pattern across much of the southeastern United States much of next week. Alright, let's take a look at the radar across the lower 48. There's that little scattered activity over the northeastern U.S. More scattered activity over the north central portion of the United States from Montana back to Minnesota. And there's that system over Texas producing the severe weather, snow, and mixed precipitation that will continue to impact millions and millions of people from Texas all the way to the east coast, all the way to the northeast, and even over into southeast Canada and Nova Scotia. Clock, this is where that system is. As we go forward in time, you can see the line continue to progress to the east and move into Louisiana around 7 p.m. tonight. Snow on the backside over North Texas and also over in Arkansas and also Missouri. And we'll continue to move on. Alright, as we keep the time lapse going. The storm should be by 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. They will be approaching the Atlanta metro area all the way back into the Panhandle, Florida. That system getting wound up over northwest Tennessee. Will continue to lift out to the northeast, and that will produce snow on the north side, severe weather on the south, in the southeastern United States. So that pretty much concludes our weather forecast for today. I hope you enjoyed this weather forecast presentation. Hope you watched it all the way through. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday. Stay safe out there. Anybody from southeast Texas to Louisiana, all the way to Mississippi and Alabama, and then points eastward into the Carolinas by Wednesday afternoon, please keep a NOAA weather radio on hand. Keep your cell phone in alert mode. Alert your neighbors, alert your friends, anybody to get these warnings and watches, take these warnings and watches seriously, as the National Weather Service will be working hard. I want to give a shout out to all the National Weather Service out there. Keep up the good work. Y'all doing a great job. Everybody on YouTube doing the weather forecast, y'all doing a wonderful job. Keep up the good work. And anybody else that does in the weather section, y'all doing a great job. Keep up the good work. If you like my weather content, like my forecast, subscribe to my channel. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday, and we'll catch you back in the next one.